In the year 2014, a new squad of operatives was chosen by the College of Illusion. These fools promptly went on to frustrate their DM at every opportunity. Today, still working together, because really, who else would work with them? They survive as adventurers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the Second Breakfast Club.
Tony Kinney as Eddie Falzone.
Jess Owen as Adira Glow.
Michael Cole as Uorag.
Jesse Wicks as Bill Quiverlance.
Nico Rodriguez as your DM.
Welcome back to the continuing tales of A Fool's Quest.
I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
On whom?
Everyone
Everyone who looks at it. And they're going to be like, oh, what's that?
Look, a distraction.
Right behind the other two groups.
All right. Okay. With the dean there.
Yep.
He just said I got to get the beads. He didn't say I can't start now, and this isn't violent. He didn't say I can't do this.
That's
I'm using illusion. It's misdirection. He just tacitly approved this, and that's a 10 on the cast.
Boom.
all right. So what does it do?
Oh, I guess I should read that.
This might be a short game night.
We've beat everything.
You create a warping, twisting pattern nearby. It is very alluring, causing creatures that look too long to stop and stare. While the spell is ongoing, you take -1 to cast a spell. Causes them to stop and stare.
Also, you have a -1 to casting all spells right now.
Oh, I only got a 9 on that. You're right. I forgot about that.
Who's the fastest? You. If he's done it, you gotta react.
Snatch him, Uorag.
What are those
We're
spider
a very
monkeys?
tight group.
I was thinking like some kind of monkey.
Little capuchin.
I don't know if that'd be in my repertoire.
Very large octopus.
Octopus I could probably do. I was thinking about doing that for the cleaning the cafeteria. Wiping multiple tables.
This might be a really quick session.
But I think I'm just going to go...
I'm going to choose to forget that spell, by the way. I got a 9, so I got to choose one of them.
And I'll go like a raven or something like that.
All right.
A type of bird that is drawn to sparkly objects.
Okay. So for the two parties, I only rolled for one person that made sense for each of them. One, Screech, because Screech just somehow always magically or not Screech, Beach, because Beach just somehow always magically saves the day for whatever fucking reason. And then Hermione Ranger, because she's just always one step ahead.
Makes sense.
So Beach failed his roll, and his entire party is staring at the hypnotic pattern. Gary Slaughter and Ron Beasley are staring at the hypnotic pattern as well.
Is it Ron or Don?
Don. Did I say Ron? Fuck, I'm gonna do this a lot. And the dean is also staring at the hypnotic pattern.
Good. He won't notice what we're doing.
But Hermione Ranger... Okay. So she notices what you're doing, and she jumps... Well, she doesn't notice the hypnotic pattern. What she does is she blitzes towards the counter to get it. And as she's blitzing forward and grabbing her bead, she creates an illusion with 3 more boxes and 3 more sets of beads across the table. And makes it so that it looks like there are 4 boxes of beads up there. And she goes to grab her bead. She doesn't fuck with the other bead, just grab hers to protect herself. And that's her turn. And she forgets her spell after she casts it as well, because she rolled a 9.
Can I speak with Hermione? Speak frankly with her? I'm not sure what the advanced move. I think it's an advanced move, and I don't have those printed off though.
I don't think you have Oh yeah, you would have advanced moves. Well, it would be in the Bard spell sheet.
No, it's charming and open. It just says when you speak frankly with someone. So is that not like a move so much as it is just...
That's a move.
Is it?
So when you speak frankly with someone, you can ask the player in
Charming
a
and
question
open.
from the list before. They must answer truthfully, and they must... Yeah, so
So
it's
that's
like
the whole thing. There's nothing special about... I just have to roll. But there's no, like, roll to success or fail. That's why I asked.
No, I don't think... I think speak frankly is just...
It's just part of what I'm doing in that move.
Just like, part of what you're doing in the move. They must answer truthfully. You ask them.
Then they can ask me a question from the same list.
Yep. So it's more like a one-on-one conversation. So you would have to, like... We could say that after she grabs the bead, you could grab her arm and pull her face-to-face with you and say something serious to her. It's more like a role-play ability.
Okay. So I could attempt that.
Yeah, I'll let you do that. So she grabs her bead while Uorag is turning into something, shape-shifting. You grab her Mighty Ranger.
Yeah. All right. How can I get you to let me have that bead? I've got many, many resources. I know many people in many powerful places. The most powerful.
She responds, honestly, there is nothing that I want more than to prove that I'm the best, and that means that I keep this bead. You couldn't have it. There's nothing that you can do that would make me give this to you.
Okay, if you insist. She gets to ask me one.
Yeah. What could I do to get the bead from you?
What could you do to get the bead from me? Well, I don't even have the bead. It's not up to me at all. You'd have to convince my fearless leader, and I doubt that would happen. I'm telling you, it'd be much easier if you just gave me yours now.
Well, I'm telling you that after this spell wears off that your friend did, the dean probably isn't going to be too happy with you. And she pulls her arm free.
And la-di-da-di-da-di, can I just, like, barge right in between these two?
I mean, you can. Is somebody going for the... You're going for the beads, right, Uorag?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, so you can barge between them, Adira, for sure. And then Uorag, you are shapeshifting into what?
A raven.
Okay.
Large raven with antlers.
A raven? All right. Go ahead. So I would say discern reality, but do it with a +2 for having a raven's eye and understanding illusion. To see which box you need to pull your bead
Plus
from.
Wisdom.
So it might be like an 8 and interfere.
What are you trying? Well,
7,
yeah, maybe.
8.
An 8? All right, so you narrow it down to one of two. Well, actually, let me look at discern reality real quick. Oh my goodness, so many of these things. Discern reality. You can ask me a question here out of that list.
So what here is not what it appears to be?
3 out of 4 of those boxes. You know that 3 of them aren't right, and I would say heads or tails. Heads is going to be high numbers. Tails is going to be low numbers.
Tails.
Tails it is. So you can tell. So there were 4 boxes. You knew that the 2 on the outside were definitely not the ones. You just had a general sense.
As a raven, I have two claws.
You're able to. Well, but you're trying to get 2 beads, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she already snatched the one.
She snatched 1, but there's 1 for you.
Okay.
And 1 for the bells.
Okay.
So you're not trying to just grab your bead from each one. You're trying to grab the 2.
Right.
Yeah. So you get them. You swoop down and you try to make a split decision on which box you think it might be between these 2, and you pick the correct one. Nab the bells beads. And nab your beads. Yep.
And I'll just circle above the room and go back to where Eddie's sitting and sit down and just smile at him.
Okay.
As I pocket the beads.
And Adira, you split right in between Bill and Hermai as she's breaking free of his grip on her arm. And what are you trying to do while you're going in there?
Well, I'm assuming she's just got her bead because she hasn't really had a chance to tuck it away anywhere safe while they're doing their little, what can I do to get this bead from you? What can I do to get this bead from you?
Oh, you...
I kind of want to knock it like...
Grab her by the wrist and shake the
All right,
shit out
we're
of her.
gonna give it a try. She did actually, when she grabbed it, she cast the illusion spell and then hid the bead in somewhere on her persons.
Okay.
So she did. That was like immediate, like cast the illusion spell and then hide the thing. That was her move that she did. But I will let you try to knock it loose out of where you think it might be.
Just walk up to her. Hey, does this smell like chloroform?
Yeah, so what would I be? I don't know. Aiding or interfering?
No, because that's to help someone or interfere with someone. Yeah, like a dexterity check.
Okay.
So we'll roll plus your dexterity.
8.
8. Okay. So I had her roll discern reality to oppose that, and she got a 10. So she sees you going, and she actually doesn't stop you. She instead makes the illusion of a bead fall out of her pocket after you bump into her, and then she moves away.
Clever girl.
Thank God. I'm like trying real hard.
Who's got a bow?
Whoa! Yo. Okay, so she goes and grabs the boys, Gary and Don, and she's like, "Will you two idiots stop staring at the stupid wall? Come with me!" And she yanks them out of their reverie and pulls them to the side. And Adira, you pick up what you think is a bead and you put it in your pocket.
Okay.
So, you know,
After how long for this spell?
till I let go of it. But I think what I want to do is actually perform a ritual to dispel it, and also the illusion of the extra boxes.
Okay. I'll let you do that.
Okay.
Especially in the main council chamber. This is definitely a place of power.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to perform a ritual real quick, you know. Assume there's some material evidence of a ritual being performed afterwards, and once I do that, I'll be like, those potters, they stole the beads.
Can I aid with this? If you're making an attempt to, like...
Yeah, you definitely can.
Yeah, that's like right in your wheelhouse.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna jump right in and start. Yeah, I saw you take it. I saw you, hermit.
Okay, so you roll your what did I say it was gonna be? Oh, your whatever your standard thing is for you. What is it, charisma for you?
Yeah, just like a charisma roll.
Yep, so make a charisma roll for you to see if you aid him, and
2.
and Eddie. Oh, a 2?
Yeah.
Oof. Like a nat 2?
Yeah. Oh, I rolled 2. Yeah.
All right.
Before
That's critical fail, so roll again to see what else. But Eddie, you
8.
roll parlay because you're manipulating them.
All right.
I got an 8 on the second roll.
Okay.
I got an 8. And I get, what, +1
I don't think you get anything from me.
for aiding? Oh, no,
I
because you,
failed.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
that was your
you failed.
second. Yeah, that was your, okay, yeah, so I got an 8. They need some concrete assurance of my...
Yeah.
I mean, I just dispelled these things. Everyone was staring at that wall over there, but there was also a bunch of extra boxes.
All right. So, okay.
And I'm going to point out the, the remnants of my ritual.
So, BD Crater is like, yeah, that's straight bullshit. All right, let's go back to our home, guys, and let's figure out a plan to kick their asses. All right, we can get the beats from them. I saw Hermione like put the spell up on the wall. I saw her do the hypnotic spell. I've seen her do that before. Yeah, let's get them. And so they leave, But what I will say is that your concrete is not enough to convince the dean. And with the fail from Bill, the dean waits for the bells to leave and says, if you ever cast Hypnotic Pattern in my chamber again, I will be giving you nightmares for a year.
That's fair.
You're dismissed.
Big lumbering furball just kind of goes up behind him. Sorry.
Good luck getting the third bead.
Beans?
It's dinner time for Nick.
And in Adira's pocket is a bean that her mind turned into a bead.
Snack time.
All right. So what do you guys do next?
Well,
Go back to bed because it's super early in the morning, isn't it? I don't know. It was.
we're going to have to get that last
We need to
feed.
hide ours
To
first,
secure
likely.
these two.
Yeah.
Come up with an illusion to hide it. Which ones do we have?
I've
All but the green.
Green and orange.
Or green, no.
used
Green
a lot of magic today
Okay.
already.
Do you guys leave the chamber?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Where are you headed?
Probably back
Probably
there.
back to our offices.
Yeah, back to our house.
Yeah.
Um,
Our spot.
All right, so as you're leaving, Bill, you see Frack and Valley waving to get your attention.
Who's holding on to the beads right now?
I am.
I think, yeah, you should stay far away from them. I'll approach them like well ahead of my companions to see what they need.
Actually, I could just shift into something, and anything in my possession will meld into my form.
Yeah, I just want to make
Including
sure
the
that
beads.
I just want to make sure you're far enough away they can't get to you before you can shift. Is all.
So I'll take the form of a rather large house cat.
Stop it!
All right,
Tag along with them.
make your roll on it to see how many moves you get to hold. Oh my god, critical failure.
Oh shit!
Oh my god. One more time.
Come on, stick with your funky ass. I've been waiting for you all night.
Okay, so you turn into a house cat, but when you turn into a house cat, you are so flummoxed from everything that happened, you did not mark the vocal cords correctly, and you only have the one move while you're in house cat form, but you cannot communicate with any of your
That's right.
peers. And a dog comes running around the corner of the building and sees you and goes running after you.
So so you see a large house cat with antlers sprinting down the hallway.
A dog with big floppy ears, super excited, tail wagging, chasing right after it. All right.
Chaos ensues.
Bill, do you go to Frack and Valley?
Yeah, I just keep walking.
All right. So Frack comes up to you and says, "Hey, I know that that we don't have the beads right now, but I'm thinking maybe if we work together we can get them. And that here's the deal: I will pay you 300 gold for each bead. That isn't ours, so 600 gold altogether. And I mean, our party is the most complete party already. We've got 5 people. And so if we get to go be the actual adventuring party, that would put you guys up next in line for when the next business or the next, turn comes up, that you guys definitely would become the next adventuring party. And then you'd be 600 gold richer right now. So why don't you talk to your guys and get back to me? We know you're kind of the face man here, Bill. What do you say, though?
I'll speak with my companions. I myself, I always love gold, but I'll have to run it by the boys and see what we can figure out. But I'm sure we can come to some kind of agreement here.
Get a deposit to sweeten the deal.
You're a cat being chased down the hallway.
You're nowhere around here.
So why no reward for finding you your bead?
Because we're going to get our own bead back.
Oh, okay. Well, if you insist. If I happen across it, though, you don't want me to return it. You'd rather...
Well, my parents only sent 800 gold this month, and I already spent $200 or 200 gold of it on like luxury items for our house. So I don't have it.
Oh, okay.
Does Frack have like a sending stone, but it's absurdly large? And
Oh yeah, it flips open like from the middle down. Giant antenna.
telescoping antenna.
Yes,
It's like the brick.
It's an actual brick.
it's a brick. Yeah.
So when we find these, where should we come to make this transaction? Where would be convenient?
Well, come to our house after dark.
Just to the front door?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I just wanted to make sure. All right, yeah, I will let my companions know, and I'm sure we'll have something for you shortly.
Okay.
I'm going to head back to the party.
About this time, I come barreling down the hallway the other way with the dog and chase.
I'm going to...
and knocking things off tables and just,
I'll smash my cymbals by the dog's ear as it goes by, try and stun it for a second.
It's stunned for a second. It yelps and jumps to the side.
Get!
I gained some ground.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, it has been an eventful morning. Is there anything you guys want to do before? I mean, you guys can do studies. You can try and get some rest if you want. You'd have to like skip breakfast and stuff, but you could probably rest and recover stuff for this afternoon. If you wanted to get some abilities and stuff back, you could do that as an option. You could go into your place of power and meditate. I mean, whatever you guys want to like recuperate before the day goes on, but it's still pretty early. And normally you would be having classes and sessions with the council right now for a couple of hours, but with the day, obviously something big has happened that you don't quite know about. That has taken precedent over your standard classes.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go try to, like, rest and recuperate, re-prepare my spells and whatnot.
Okay, so what does that look like for Eddie?
Just getting the old spell book out and sitting down on my couch and, yeah, just studying, cracking down.
Okay, all right. And you guys all do have windows in your bedrooms. I know you didn't use them earlier to look outside when the bell was going off, but yeah, so I mean, you guys can close them if you wanted to, or you could make little illusions outside your windows, or you can whatever you wanted to set the mood for your own little space.
Oh, mine's got newspaper glued to the windows.
Okay, all right.
the bunnies.
Yeah.
So you said there was that little town not far away from our house, right?
Well, your house is in the city.
Oh, okay, it's in the middle of just in
Yeah, it's just on the northernmost side of the city. So there are 4 primary houses for the students, like the lead groups.
Okay.
There's typically 4 cliques altogether. Right now, there's only 3 active cliques: you guys, the Bells, and the Potters. Each one of the cliques has a house on one of the directions of, north, south, east, west of the city, on the ends of the city. And then in the center of the city is the school. Now, each clique's house will have generally multiple floors, and a lot of times underclassmen will stay there, like people just learning, training, that sort of stuff. But each clique has kind of ownership of their home.
Okay, so can I do the a port and storm? I know it's not like really much of a return because we live here, but I was just if I could take like a walk around the city and try and use it to use it to see what's changed since before the fog wall and whatever happened to cause only one person to show up. To see if there's any other like noticeable changes in the city, like garrisoning or anything like that.
Okay, so you're trying to see like what's not norm to.
Yeah.
Are you trying to identify who played the prank on you, or are you trying to identify why you are next? Why there's a competition right now for there to be another party?
Well, why there would be a competition right now for there to be another party, and if there's any other like things I see that I guess are out of order that maybe give me some clues as to what's going on and why there's people missing from the school. Yeah, why events have changed.
Okay, that's cool. So yeah, go ahead and do that. What is your role for that?
It just says when you return to a civilized settlement you visited before, tell them when you were last here, and they'll tell you how it's changed since then. I don't know if you want me to roll for it or...
Okay.
If you want me to do like a discern realities type roll instead?
Yeah, do discern realities instead, because nothing has changed that drastically from your hometown where you were here last night. While you're walking around, what race is your character? Like, what do you look like?
I am a human.
You're a human. Features? You just...
Yeah, sorry. In good shape. Joyous eyes, stylish cap. I took ostentatious clothes. I'm like very well dressed and pompy.
Okay.
Only weapon I carry is a bow. I don't get close enough to get my hands dirty type of person.
Yeah, okay. All right. You said a hat? What kind of hat?
It's a stylish cap.
A stylish cap.
I guess whatever the style is in the city at the moment. I don't have any like personal standards. I just like to make sure I look how I'm supposed to look.
Oh, so if like you change cities and they've got a different trend for their hat, you would switch hats. You have like a chest full of hats that you're constantly swapping out hats. Okay, good to know.
He wears many hats.
So it's plus 2d6 plus. That is an 8.
All right. So you get to ask one question, right?
Yeah, I guess the big thing is I'd like to kind of ask around and see if I can figure out if why they're all of a sudden switching to the one party and why it seems like there's a rush to get this crew out there and operational.
Yeah. So, man, you fast forwarded a whole bunch. Okay, so you are out and about, and you know some relatives of some of the actual adventuring parties that are out there. So some people are a little bit older than you, maybe have kids, stuff like that. But they typically go out into the nation of illusion, and they do different jobs. And so you pop by a couple of the houses just to check in on them and see how things are going. And you see two of the family are putting together funeral rites for a loved one. So it looks like they're pulling out there's a special illusion garb that they use during funerals here in the city to celebrate their dead when they die. Especially for an adventuring party, they kind of die with honors. So you see a couple of the families are already prepping funeral garb for their loved ones. And it leads you to believe that some of the recent parties have been killed somehow. And that would open up a party spot for you.
There's a job opening.
Yep.
Okay.
But normally, like I said, there's typically 4 cliques in the city at all times. And right now there's only 3. And if they're looking to move one of you guys up, you know none of the underclassmen are ready to have a full group. So it just seems like they're cycling through cliques into parties much more quickly than commonplace.
Okay, yeah, so I'm going to collect that information.
All right, well, you're walking around, and, okay, and that's what you got.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Welcome, travelers. Seems like you're looking for a story. Well, I got one for you. It involves adventure, friendship, and all sorts of...
Earl, why don't you tell him about that time I stole that big-ass melon?
Yeah, I was going for more...
Or you could tell him about the time I kicked your ass, Earl.
I wouldn't ever tell them.
Do I need to get my ref gear on?
Okay, everyone, shut up. Now come with me as I tell you a story from afar. Hey everybody, my name's David. I'm the DM for From Afar Podcast. From Afar Podcast is all about 4 friends separated by distance, but brought together by adventure. Hope you all stop by and give us a listen. Thanks.
And now let's get back to the fun.
All right, so I'm going to come out of my room after preparing my spells, and I'm going to shout, "I've got it!" And Bill, you're gone in the city, right? But Adira and Uorag, you guys are home?
Yeah.
I was trying to sleep so I can gain some of my hit points.
Adira, get out here. This is important.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I was in front of the window just basking in the sun as the big cat. Just doing a
Uorag, pay attention. I like to imagine your cat voice is really deep, though. Meow.
I'll fix it in post.
All right, so we've got the Potters, and we've got the Bells. What about Second Breakfast Club?
I love it. I love it.
I'm always down for food. We do get to eat more food, right?
Well, obviously, we're going to have second breakfast.
Good. Then I'm in.
All right,
whatever it means.
That's our click name. That's it.
Oh, second breakfast?
Second Breakfast
That's
Club.
our click? Okay. Okay.
Nice.
I love it.
Hey, so Frack thinks he's gonna pay us 300 gold apiece to get the two beads. Not his own bead. He'll get his own bead back, I guess.
All right, but we can give him. Adira, you still got that bean?
I ate it.
Oh.
Can't you just make another one?
Yeah.
No, I've still got it. It's not a bean. It's a bead. Yes, I have it.
But hers is a bean, right?
Yeah.
Wait.
She doesn't know it's a bean yet.
Oh.
No, nobody.
She hasn't looked at it.
Oh, so we all think we've got all three beads.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just kept my mouth shut.
We just won. We just got to take these beads to.
No, we don't. Okay. Yeah.
What's happening?
You asked me if I had the bead. I would have pulled it out and showed you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so now we know it's a bean.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The spell would have worn off by now.
All right. So all we need is another bean, and I'll make them both look like our beads.
Bean or beads? I'm getting hungry.
What if we told them?
Do recall, real quick, these are your allies in the real world when you get out of school. Screwing them out of 600 gold is probably not going to go over super lightly for future.
That's fair.
I mean, you can. I just want to paint like the scenario. You're competing now, but you are going to be alliance.
We're on the same side.
Yeah.
We'll just tell them that they meet us there at the Potter's house, and we will help them recover the beads, right?
Bees?
Beams?
Beads.
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 Beats.
So we'll,
or beats.
we'll help them recover the beads, but then while they're distracting them trying to recover the beads, we'll recover the actual bead, and we can hide the beans there, and they can find them, and they think that they've got two of the beads.
Yeah.
And so they won't try and stop us.
If they won't give up their bead, we can just beat it out of them.
Time to go?
I don't... If we're going to do that, we could just do it from the... Sure. You know what? Yeah, that sounds... Another courageous and brave and inspiring leadership decision, as always, Eddie.
Sarcasm? You think?
Thanks, Bill.
Meow, 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 meow.
All right. That's the plan then. We meet the Potters tonight. We all head on over to we meet the Bells tonight. We all head on over to the Potter house. Have the Bells out front distracting them.
Wait, what do I do with
try to
this
get the bead?
Yeah, that's why not.
I'll transform back to normal. What should I do with these?
Uorag, when you transform back to normal, what do you look like?
Big, bulky, green skin, 7 foot tall, small, tiny antlers, missing slight bit of my left ear.
A furbog, right?
Yeah.
Furbog. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And weapon of choice or anything like that?
Spear.
Spear. Okay.
A spear, shield, leather.
All right. So you transform back and you're like, what should we do with these?
And I have 2 of the green and the orange bead.
I think we're best if you hold on to them.
Oh, very well. I shall protect them with my life.
Make sure you don't get caught up in any illusions or anything. So maybe keep your distance from any scouts or any other teams.
Matter of fact, yeah, you just keep them. Don't give them to no one, not even me.
So I have a little pouch that I'll put inside my armor.
Okay. All right. Eddie, what do you look like?
Just kind of grungy. Like 3-day beard all the time. It's not even real. I can't even grow one. It's an illusion that I just always get. No, 3-day beard, rumpled clothes. Always looking like I just rolled out of bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nicer clothes, but they're
disheveled.
No, he didn't.
Yep. Nope.
He remembers.
I had forgot about the ear tape.
I didn't.
All right. So you're doing that, and then Adira, you're the last person. What is your character? Oh yeah, weapon of choice outside of illusion spells.
A club.
A club. All right. And Adira.
I am, the shortest? Shortest of a tall race. So, fire red skin, tattoo, tribal tattoo. Very small in stature, carrying a ginormous axe.
Comically large axe. You're a fire genasi, right?
Yes.
Huh? Yep. All right, and the 4 of you make up the second breakfast club.
Indeed.
All right.
Is that what we decided on? All right. I guess I'll write that into the history book. You sure that's what you want to sing in okay. Well, yeah, we're going to make a...
He's got to write a song.
Yeah, I'm writing a whole play about this.
Yes. All right, anything else we want to do before we wrap up?
Do I get healed? Do I sleep?
Do you want to try and get some sleep, or do you want to go get food?
You're not even hurt. I'll play a song and
You'll play a song and heal her?
Yeah.
I can heal you. I can heal you. I can heal you. I can heal you.
All right.
Yay,
See
somebody.
if I accomplish it.
Yeah, this time. Still hanging on from the last time.
It's a 6.
Let's do this. Instead of having to roll it, you're in your home and you're in a place of power.
Just take 10.
Yeah. We'll say that you spend time healing Adira back up to full health.
Just slowly gaslighting you into believing you were never hurt.
On a more serious note, the Evocation Nation is the embodiment of internal conflict. The School of Evocation has some of the most destructive spells in all of magic. But deep within that destruction is the power of healing. Evocation magic includes spells that manipulate energy or create something from nothing. An evocation specialist is called an evoker. The School of Evocation is Zedas, in the Yugan Desert in the northeast corner of Euphrates. The territory itself is small compared to the other nations, but has a variety of landscapes. Due to the equally destructive yet curative nature of the evocation mages, they are mostly left alone by the other nations. There's a lot of infighting among evokers, but recent reports have noted that internal feuds have been suspended for unknown reasons. The healers of the Evocation Nation are frequently hired by wealthy patrons for their talents and are known to travel Euphrates. the lack of healers in the world has created a great longing for their talents amongst the wealthy. With that said, the competitive and destructive nature of the Evocation Nation has developed a hostile and typically narcissistic persona amongst evokers. Many evokers value reputation and status over actual wealth. Of all the 8 schools, the Nation of Illusion believes that evokers are the most likely to engage in war. If the Evocation Nation were to ever resolve its infighting and unifying as one collective people, the rest of the world would be in serious peril. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this small piece of lore. If you would like more tidbits, or maybe to see maps or to talk to the cast and crew, make sure to follow us on our social media or join our Discord. All of those links and more can be found at www.adafoolsquest.com.
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.